We don't have to tell you what an expensive proposition energy exploration is. The costs are endless when considering geological studies, leases, drilling costs, consumables, and hopefully a completion. Literally millions get invested in finding a viable opportunity, and millions more in drilling for that energy. If you're fortunate, you complete the well, and depending on the situation, you may elect to complete with a premium connection, which, by the way, costs a pretty penny. If you're like most, you're thinking, the reason I invested all that money in a premium connection is to guarantee that my string won't leak. And right there, you have unknowingly positioned yourself to lose several $1,000,000 for a reason so small you couldn't see it if it were right under your nose. Premium connections are fantastic, no question about it. But the problem is the oil patch is not a sanitary environment, and it only takes one piece of grit from a glove or just a smidge of grime in a pipe dope to contaminate the field and jeopardize the connection. By the way, how many times have you seen a pipe dope brush inevitably find its way to the dirt, then back into the dope can? Well, this one piece of grit, grime, or dirt is all it takes to undo millions of dollars of hard work. Just as a microscopic germ in a hospital operating room can cause an infection, any foreign object whatsoever in the connection, even the tiniest piece of grit, can create a string failure. But we torque turn it to specs, you say. And you might also say, we torque monitor as well, just like the thread manufacturer says to do. But we don't have to worry about a leak, right? Sadly, no. You're still vulnerable, and that's where we come in. Loomis International has been serving the oil industry for 60 years and continues to be the leader and innovator in tubular testing. We have developed state-of-the-art equipment to engage in testing premium connections with helium gas. Internal helium testing is the only way to directly determine the leak resistance of a tubular connection. Over the past 30 years alone, we have found that 1 in every 5 strings tested has had at least one leak. These were new strings with torque turn premium connections. The Loomis HELL system is a state-of-the-art internal helium electronic leak locator that will determine the leak resistance of tubular connections. First, we insert our proprietary test tool that enables us to use a single pressure hose to set test packers and test the connection. Our high-pressure testing tool is rated at 20,000 psi and is designed and manufactured in our machine shop to ensure the quality of our components. After inserting the tool, the leak detection containment sleeve is fitted around the exterior of the pipe connection to capture potential helium leaks. Every containment sleeve is specifically designed for each type of connection and limits the volume of gas for analyzing the concentration of helium. The accumulator then pressures up the tool to the predetermined pressure and sustains it for at least 30 or more seconds based on pipe size and connection. Once the pressure is released, we insert the sniffer probe into the sampling port of the sleeve for 10 seconds on each side to withdraw a sample of gas. The sample is then sent to the mass spectrometer to analyze it for helium. The mass spectrometer utilizes a high-speed vacuum pump and ion analyzer to quickly determine the helium concentration of the gas extracted from the sleeve. If a helium concentration above ambient is detected, an alarm will sound and a display will indicate excess helium. A manual probe test is subject every 5th connection to ensure accurate readings, and the results are recorded along with the connection probe results in the concurrent hand charts. If in fact there is a leak, the containment sleeve is removed and the connection is broken out. A thorough cleaning and visual inspection is done to determine if there is any visible damage. If no apparent damage is found, the joint will be remade and tested a second time. If no leak is detected, we will proceed to make up the next joint. When testing tubular connections on high-profile wells, attention to detail and the use of precision equipment are a top priority at Loomis International. The cost of helium testing is minimal when compared to the potential spending for the repair of a string or catastrophic result of a leak. Please contact our staff for more information on tubular testing.